Hello, everybody. If you're just joining, kindly go ahead and say hi. Let me know that you can hear me, please. Hope you are well. How are you spending your Easter break? According to the world, most people are celebrating the rise or the Christ rising or waking up from the dead. It's very difficult to say because as Christians, we all have different practices, different beliefs, but my side of Christianity, I believe that Christ died way back some years ago. He did not come back to die again like last Friday, and he's rising up or raising up, being risen from the dead today. It's just a memory. It just helps me know that okay, it's true that the whole world believed that there was Christ who came to die for us, and today his is the day, supposedly like a birthday, the a day for his death. Yeah, and so if you're joining me, if you can hear me, kindly go ahead and say hi so I can hear you. If you get to join in later, also that's great. Today's topic, we're going to talk about how to achieve mental health. Sorry, these are some alarms that I have. How to achieve great mental health is going to be going on for a bit, but ignore the noise as much as possible. Also, if you have any questions with regards to how to achieve great mental health, kindly go ahead and ask. What is happening is I'll be doing a lot of live videos now because there are some questions that I barely am able to respond. If people ask, I just write like a sentence to respond to it. Now, going forward, what I'll do is rather I'll come on here and do more live videos. That way I can ask more, you can ask your questions and I'll respond to them as soon as you ask them as well. Also, if you want to come on live, I don't have the system to get you on live here right now, but I'm going to be working on it. So thank you all so much for joining in, for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, kindly go ahead and hit on the subscribe button. That way, when I come on live, each time I come on live, you will be able to get notification. Yeah. Also, go ahead and tag your friends and share the video. We're talking about how to achieve great mental health, especially in this COVID era, COVID season, where coronavirus is disturbing and distracting all of us. Yeah, and if you have a question about mental health, please don't hesitate to ask it. Most people understand the importance of having a healthy body, which can also be found in a healthy mind. But how do you achieve this? Sometimes it's very challenging to achieve that. If my background noise is a bit too loud, kindly let me know. Having a good mental health can make life more enjoyable, and I believe we all strive to achieve that, but it just gets difficult. And so I'm just giving some few tips on how we can all be able to achieve great mental health. You must first learn how to cope with stress. Stress is something that is bothering all of us, careless of whether you are an expert in mental health, psychology, and all those good stuff. We all struggle with mental health every now and then. And so stress is a trigger to whether you will get good mental health or not. And so what happens is, let's say you have to go to work. you have to wake up early. And unfortunately, you're not able to sleep early because you were maybe busy studying, busy watching something that you've been waiting for a long time to watch. But then you have to wake up in the morning and get yourself ready. It can lead to stress on the body. So, what do? You would have to find a way to get rid of you not sleeping late. That way, when you have to wake up the next day, it's much easier for you. And so find time. You can rewatch whatever you missed the next day at a different time. You don't have to watch it at a specific time. You have to train yourself, train your mind, and let yourself realize that even if you miss the show live, you can always go back and watch it. Nothing, nobody's hurt if you miss the show live, right? It will be nice. You might be wanting to go and talk about it with friends, talk about it with family, or even at work when people are speaking, then you can also speak. But it's okay if you get to miss the live show and then watch it at a different time. That way, you get to sleep early and you are not spending time um sorry, this alarm is bothering me. And then you're not spending time stressing about not having enough sleep, not being able to wake up early, and then getting to work late, and then probably getting fired or getting written up because you showed up late to work. And so there are so many reasons why you would want to be at work on time. Thank you so much for watching. Can you say hi so I know that you can hear me, please? Yeah. And so that is what you do. That is one thing. The other thing you can do is to exercise. I know I've been preaching a lot or speaking a lot about us exercising. Exercises are really great for the body. A healthy mind is fine, a healthy body. A healthy mind can be found in a healthy body. A healthy body is in a healthy mind as well. I think if your body is healthy, your brain is healthy. If your brain is healthy, by whatever you're putting in there in your body, it shows up through your brain, and whatever goes in your brain can show up and affect your body as well. So it's both ways. What you would want to do is get some simple exercises. I always encourage people to just probably do like jogging in place. That is your jogging, but you're not running. You're at home, you're just staying in your room, in your living room, even in your kitchen, or even your bathroom. If you're shy and you're living with people and you don't want them to know that you are exercising, find space where nobody's there, and then just do some jogging, do some stretching, do some deep breathing ins and outs, and then just make life much more easier if you can't have time to go to the gym or you don't have money to pay for gym membership, you know. So there are so many ways by which you will be able to um, keep your body healthy, keep your mind healthy by exercising at home. Exercise also causes the body to release endorphins, and endorphins are neurotransmitters that make you feel good and inhibit your body's stress response. So, you see, combining these two things, you're going to realize that if you are able to exercise, these endorphins are going to help minimize the rate or the extent to which you're going to get depressed or get stressed out. Now, for those of you who are watching me for the first time, my name is Dr. Christy Amo-Kyereme. You don't have to say the last name if it's difficult for you, but it's Amo-Kyereme. And I'm a psychologist and a behavioral health practitioner. So, what I do is to work with people, help them manage their behaviors, challenging behaviors. I work with grown ups as well as young people who are struggling with behavioral problems. And pretty much that is what I'm sharing here. Also, on my YouTube channel, I do beauty, I do fashion, I do a little bit of hair, I do family, relationship, you know. Now, talk about relationship, I won't go without mentioning finderseat.com, which is the name for our TV channel. My husband and I created finderseat.com for singles who are looking for long-term relationship. And so anyone, if you are single looking for a long-term relationship, kindly go ahead and check out finderseat.com. It's a place where you might be able to find and choose a soulmate, you know. So yeah, take advantage of this and browse. There are so many beautiful and amazing women over there who are also looking for life partners, pretty much, yeah. And so I'm just here trying to share this live stream so that if there are people online, they can also join in. I know most people might be sleeping at this time, but that's okay. All right. Now, the next thing when it comes to how to reduce stress, even with stress and getting a healthier mental health, something simple or as simple as dancing can help improve your mood, you know. Just dancing in your own room, your own space, moving around, dancing. Myself, for instance, I'm not such a good dancer because I never really got to dance. I can move left and right if I'm in the choir and stuff like that. That's pretty much about all I can do. But if you know how to dance, dance to a tune that is going to help you feel happy afterwards. Now, the other thing that we need to look at is to get enough rest. You know, in the beginning, I mentioned about getting enough rest. Sleep is very essential. Sometimes we stay up late to watch things that don't do anything to our bodies and they affect us negatively even at the end of the day. And so, you definitely want to be able to be um, getting in some sleep, getting in some rest. That way your body is rested and your body is going to thank you, you know. The other thing you can do is to eat well. Healthy eating is very essential. Sometimes we wake up late in the morning because we didn't have enough sleep at night. And so by you trying to jump out and rush out of the house, you are not able to eat as much of a healthier meal as you should, and so you just jump out there. But if you are able to sleep early, get enough rest, and then wake up in the morning, you will see that you'll also be able to get enough sleep, eat well. You know, you eat food that you have prepared at home. And even if you didn't really prepare it, you would have time to eat something that's healthier versus maybe eating pizza 5 days a week or some kind of a fried um, French fries, fried foods, fried chicken. All of these are good, but you have to minimize the proportions to which you are eating them. That way, you're not putting on pounds, you're also staying healthier, and that is also going to affect your brain. Now, make meal times very calm, very relaxed, and have enjoy it. You know, don't overeat as well. As soon as your stomach feels full, you have to stop. You don't have to empty your plate all the time. I know this is very difficult, especially if you have the food on the plate and it's something that you really love, or you've been starving from work and you're home now. You just must eat it. No, you don't have to finish everything on your plate. Make some time, eat, stop when your stomach is full. That way, you have time to get the food digested. And if you're hungry later on, you can continue to add a bit more meals if you like, but don't overeat. Just stop. It's very necessary. The other thing that we can do is for us to build our self esteem. For you to have a healthy mental health or a healthier mental health, your self esteem is very important. Question your inner critic. Sometimes feeling good about yourself is crucial to your mental health only because worry and negative thoughts don't encourage that good mental health. Sometimes exercising, which I've mentioned earlier, are also very helpful. Now, because you are trying to do all these things together, like eating well, um, sleeping enough, getting in some exercises, all of these are going to help you. Now, change all negative thoughts and make them much kinder to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Be flexible with yourself. Love yourself well enough so that you are a good critique for yourself. Don't condemn yourself. Don't talk yourself down on anything. We all make mistakes. It's life. The only time that's a problem is when you're not doing anything about your mistakes. When you fall down, you get up. Um, there's this song, I've forgotten the guy's name, but it says, "We fall down, but we get up." The A saint is only a sinner who fell down and got up, which means when you make a mistake, you just get up, you fix it, and you move on. If you dwell on your past mistakes and never fix them, that is when you're going to be worried, you're going to be stressed, you're going to be depressed about almost everything, pretty much. So, do your best to not worry too much and build your self esteem. Forgive yourself. Now you have to focus on your strengths. Focusing on your strengths can lead to good mental health. Imagine everybody telling you, "Oh, you're so bad at this, you're so bad at that." Today we went out to the park and we played volleyball. Um, I'm not going to say I'm bad at playing volleyball, but I really didn't do well at catching the balls. And so they were teasing me for trying to treating the ball at, like an egg. And that's okay. I know I'm not good at that. But what am I good at? I focus on what I'm good at. I'm good at serving. Sometimes it goes like to the north instead of to the south, but when I get it in, it works. So I'm going to focus on that one instead of focusing on maybe trying to do something else that I can really do. So all I'm trying to say is when you're failing, don't dwell on those things. Acknowledge what your value is. Don't focus on what you cannot do because usually there's not much you can do about it. Practice self affirmation. Tell yourself, "I love myself. I'm able to do this. I thank God for my life. I thank God for helping me to be able to fix this. I thank God for the ability to eat." Thank God for everything else and not complain about all the things that you don't have. You will realize that you're getting there. You're slowly building your self confidence. Say what you like about yourself out loud in a mirror. This might seem funny, but stand in the mirror, stand like a Superman. Practice a Superman pose and tell yourself all the good things you love about yourself. Forget about all the things you don't love about yourself and talk about the things you love about yourself. An example would be, I have said that earlier, but I'll give you one. It's like, I love what a great friend that I am. I'm able to be friends with people and they love me so much. I make people happy. All of these things are good attributes, and so enjoy them. Now, studies show that self affirmation can also help relieve stress and promote creative thinking in stressful situations. So, you see, it's very essential that you give yourself that. Now, take time for yourself. Coping with strong emotions can be hard. And so, each time you're going through hell, don't stay there. Keep walking until you come out of it. What makes you feel good will vary from person to person, but always think about what makes you feel good when you are feeling good. You can actually write down some things. If you are this person who easily goes into a low mood, a depressive mood, what you can do is write down, take notes of your day. Today, I was very excited, and this is what I did that made me happy. I never went into any depressive mood. I never went into any stressful mood. And so I'm happy and I thank God for this. Now, tomorrow, if you have the probability of going into a depressive mood, then you want to talk, uh, go back into either your diary or wherever you had written what you wrote about the day you were happy, and then read it and say, "Okay, this is what I did, this is how it went, and I'm going to focus on doing more of this because it's very essential." Now, practice self awareness. Instead of reacting immediately to a negative event, try to remove yourself mentally for a moment to note your emotional response. Many people find it very helpful, for example, to take a couple of deep breathings. So just slow down, sit in a quiet place, breathe in, and see how that is going to help you. And it does help. Now, think about what you are feeling, without judging yourself. Take things easy. Being aware of your emotions is especially helpful in navigating communication and relationships. And so that is how you're able to go through negative emotions. Keep a journal. I've said that one already. How are you feeling connected to these events that are making you feel low? And work on it. It's very necessary. Now, if you have questions and you're not able to ask them today, you can ask them anyway, and I will address them in a future date or on a future date. Also, recognize the features of healthy relationships, all the things that are healthy around people that you hang with. Don't stick with people who are not helping you to be better. So trust is essential. Trust is essential to building a strong, healthy relationship. Now we take that for granted. But imagine, okay, according to research, when people are even hiring for leaders, management, and staff, they look at trustworthiness most. Honesty, trust are one of the major things that they look at. You tell me you don't really worry about somebody who's going to be honest to you or honest with you. We all love a person that is honest, right? And we want to associate ourselves with such people. And so trust is necessary. Now, respect. Respect in relationships that you find yourself in means that you accept the other person's opinion. You give them time to express themselves, you give them time to make mistakes, you forgive, you move on. Now, listening is very essential. Sometimes it's very difficult for us to listen to people, but listening is also very essential, and giving people the freedom to be able to make choices and fail. Failing is part of life. We don't have to force people to always do the things that we want them to do. We can allow them to make mistakes, and then we can guide them once they come back to us for help. We don't condemn them. It's okay for people to make mistakes, and we help them through it. And so in building your mental health, so many things go into it. You have to also assess your relationship if you are in one. Once you understand what makes your relationship a healthier one, you do more of those and do less of everything else that doesn't work. Engage in healthy relationship behaviors. Learn what each of you want as individuals, as well as what you want individually. So what does he want? What does she want? And what do I want? Express your needs and be receptive to the needs of others. Recognize that you will not find complete happiness through one relationship. And so if one isn't working, whether it's friendship, it's a marital kind of a relationship, you just want to be able to um, make sure that it's healthy. And if it's not healthy, talk about the things that you need to talk about. Accept and love the differences between yourself and others. We're all not the same. Our hands are very different. Even my own hands, both are differently lined. As you can see, these ones go that way. There's a separation, and all of these are pretty much like almost linked. It joins over here slightly faint, but all I'm trying to say is all hands are not the same. We're all very different people. And so just learn to accept you, love yourself, exercise, eat well, sleep well, do things that are going to make you happy, and you're going to improve your mental health. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me and liking this video. If you like this video, kindly go ahead and share, and I'll be seeing you again in my next one. Thank you so much for joining. I see all of you. I was just leaving, ending this video, but you can go ahead and rewatch it. Like I mentioned earlier, I'll be doing a lot more live videos, and so if you like the video, kindly go ahead, like it, share the video, and subscribe to my channel, and also ask your questions, and I'll be seeing you again in my next video. Thank you so much, and have a blessed day. Bye for now. Let me play a song. Yeah, I'll be here for a little bit. If you have a question, you can go ahead and ask it.